Buy yourself a house.
Just moved to the north side. It's nice.
If history is any indication.
You told me happened to my husband. Something doesn't feel right. Here we go.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, Futuristic Mike, and I'm back with another Lovecraft Country video if you're new. Now, this is going to be the What to Expect video for Lovecraft Country Season 1, Episode 3, and the title to this episode is Holy Ghost. If you're a fan of Lovecraft Country, if you love Lovecraft Country, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so when I post videos on Lovecraft Country, you get them. Now we're gonna talk all about Lovecraft Country Season 1, Episode 3. And this looks like a crazy episode, man. Yo, for real, it might be even crazier than the second episode. This episode looks crazy. Now the description to this episode reads, Letty turns a ramshackle Victorian on Chicago's north side into a boarding house, an endeavor that stokes racism and awakens dormant spirits stuck in the house. George's wife, Hippolyta, presses Atticus for the full story of what happened in Ardham. So it seems like the group is going to be out of Ardham. They're going to be back in Chicago, and a lot of people were thinking that a lot of this story was going to take place in Ardham. Like, you know, a lot of people thought they were going to stay where the Braithwaites were, and that's where everything was going to be going down. But I guess they're going to be back in their hometown, and some other crazy shit is going to go down. But the question we all have from the last episode is, are the Braithwaites really dead? I don't think they all are, and they will be back to torment our main characters. Now, watching episode 2 and then watching the trailer for episode 3, man, episode 2 just seems like it's weak compared to episode 3. Episode 3 seems like it's gonna be fire, man. I can't wait. Now, when the trailer first starts, we see this group of kids and they're playing with this Ouija board and stuff. And I don't know if this is back in the day. It has to be, because I don't know who these kids would be. I don't know how they would be important to the story. It must be a flashback of maybe Letty and Atticus when they were kids. I don't know, but these kids are playing with the Ouija board and it starts moving on its own. Or maybe this might be these kids in this house that Letty is gonna be living in. But either way, something is up with this house that they're playing the Ouija board in. Something is not right. So then we see someone looking out the window, and we see Letty and her sister, and they're walking down the street. She basically says, how would you like to live for free and not pay rent anymore? And it shows a sold sign. So it seems like Letty might have got a place. So then we see this creepy looking place. You know, there's spider webs and spiders everywhere. We see Letty and her sister. They're coming in the house to check it out. It looks like a crazy big old house, but it looks like it's old as hell. So they're moving stuff in and everything. Letty's taking pictures. She's excited that she's gonna be staying here. Tick comes and checks the place out. Tick is saying, you moved to the north side. It's nice though. Everyone's impressed because no one knows where she got the money. It seems like her sister is questioning her, like, where did you get the money for this house? Because if you remember in episode 1, Letty was asking her sister for money and a place to stay and everything. So this just seems weird that all of a sudden now she has a place to stay. She bought a place. Then next we see a cop racing down the road. And you know the cops in this show are up to no good. It's the 1950s, and anytime you see a cop, chances are they're chasing a black man. So then we see a newspaper article, and it says, Hero Cop appointed head of Mayor's Commission on Organized Crime. So this is gonna be a crooked cop. And you know, then we see a picture of 2 women, and I have no idea what their involvement is in this show. But the cop is saying, this cop right here, if things are gonna be like history was, then you're not gonna last long. And Letty's just looking like, dude, you racist mother effer, shut up. I'm not sure if she's locked up or what. They might have put her in jail. And then we see someone opening up a cellar. It looks like it goes underground, or this is some basement or something like that. And then we see Letty. She's in this room. It's probably in this new house, which is gonna be like a boarding house. Letty's checking things out with the flashlight. She probably heard some noises. She wants to make sure everything's okay. It looks like she gets freaked out right here because she has a weird look on her face. It looks like she's screaming and yelling like she just saw a ghost. So Uncle George's wife is gonna be back in this episode. We see his wife, and I don't see any sign of Uncle George. So she must know at this point that George died. She's probably lost without him. You know, George left behind a daughter and everything, and it's probably so hard on her. So then we see her in this shop, and I think this is the place where Uncle George was working at. She's talking to Montrose, so we see that Montrose will be in this episode. So then we see Uncle George's wife looking up this ladder, and it looks like it goes up to this attic or whatever. So then we see her going up this ladder, and I don't think that's a good idea. I think whatever is up there is not a good idea. She's probably gonna find that old Ouija board or something like that. Then we see this door leads to this room, which there probably is something real bad behind that door. Then we see a white man putting down a sign saying, "We are a white community, undesirables must go." So y'all know what that means. That means the blacks have to get the hell out. Letty and all them that just moved in the neighborhood, they gotta go. So then we see this group of white folks sitting out there by their cars and everything. They're just pretty much standing there like, y'all gotta go. So then we see a brick tied to the steering wheel and everything, and it just seems like they're gonna do some dirty things. We see this white guy right here. He's not going nowhere, he's just standing there, and this really pisses me off. And then we see all of them come out to the porch. They're just standing there getting ready for these white folks. They're like, man, y'all don't want to mess with us. So then nighttime comes, and they're still out there. They're still out there next to their cars. They're burning things up. They're looking out the window. You know, Letitia and her sister are looking out the window. They're burning up crosses and doing all types of stuff. So then we see a window shatter, and one of them busts the window open with a brick, and they're coming in the house. They're trying to start some major shit. And then we see Atticus and some of his boys outside with some shotguns, and they mean business. They're not about to let these white people do anything to them. You know, they're just fed up with the racism. Then we see Letitia in this room, and there's pictures hanging up and everything. And this room might have something to do with that house. She might have found a room in the basement or whatever. You know, she might have found this hidden room, and there's some secrets or clues in this room as to what the hell is going on. Then we literally see someone floating, and I think this is Letitia, and this is crazy because this house is obviously haunted or something. So then we see Letty, she's backed up against the wall. She's looking terrified for her life. She's just looking so scared. So this house is gonna bring so many bad things to Letty and her sister, and to be honest, Letty should have just stayed in Ardham or moved somewhere else because this house is no good. But I think this looks like a good episode. This looks like a amazing episode, and I can't wait for this next one. I think it looks better than episode 2. There's a lot going on, it seems like, and I can't wait to see that face-off between our main characters and those white folks that think they can just come up in the house. So it's gonna be interesting, but I think it looks like a good episode. Comment down below what y'all think of episode 3 of Lovecraft Country. It seems like we're getting into a lot of interesting things, and I just can't wait to see what happens moving forward into this season. Comment down below what you guys think about episode 3. Let me know. Comment your theories, predictions, everything else. Keep supporting your boy, and I'll be continuing to bring y'all Lovecraft Country videos in the future. If you guys want to donate to the channel to help support the channel, I got links in the description to do so. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. It's your boy Futuristic Mike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.